Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41.
Set. Wide 80. Go, let's go. Set.
Throwing now, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability and his reputation makes somebody else beat you.
180. Go.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's Harris on the right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Dumped off to his running back. Into the red zone. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get him on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and he can do his damage big time.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. And this kick was just mishit. It is wide left and no good.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice. Complete. Running down the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds after the big gain. Now down inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
First down, Chiefs.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there. It's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it, because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 14-6 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Second quarter about to get underway, and an opportunity to score here for the Chiefs. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. This one's caught. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
6 yards.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, man, he's in the clear. Space on the right. He's got room. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Oh, man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. I mean, he's long gone. Not with a full field ahead and one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the end zone.
The Chargers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Herbert's going to look to throw for this. And in a tight game, they turn to the run, and it rewards them with two. We're all tied up.
Quarterback's best friend, big targets in the red zone. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, it went right to him for the conversion.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. It's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw Mahomes. We've got a screen to the running back. Crosses midfield, still going. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Kansas City.
There's a dive up the middle. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They give it to him again, and they make the stop, we're going to say about the 37-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down, just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. This one goes for an even 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25
and that's a
yards.
Chiefs 1st down.
1st down, Chiefs.
Now run here from the gun. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Brought in. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He runs it across, touchdown! The Chiefs take a 2nd quarter lead.
Harrison Butker on.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Doesn't like what he sees, so we got a touchback. They're going to begin this drive at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set. Grenade.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Trent McDuffie on the tackle.
That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Herbert from the gun. It isn't moving up. They're able to drop it. Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More football from SoFi in just a moment. So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game. And he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10.
Set.
Dive play straight ahead. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first.
A gain of 2.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready.
Home back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
36-yard line.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
It's a gain of 11.
They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Dump off caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Looking to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's trying to go deep again. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Trying the right side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Hits his running back. Escapes a defender. Here he goes again. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers cutting to the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Dicker on now for the PAT. And it's no good. Floated too far from the right upright. They don't get the PAT.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So now after his 2nd missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball into the 35 to begin this drive. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turn. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Finds him quickly on the RPO. Big gain, has them across the 40. There he goes on the right side. At the 20. He's at the 10. Push for the end zone. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to
Throw in a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Yellow, yellow.
So So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
On the play. Second and goal at the Chargers' 7-yard line.
And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lead by 14.
Touchdown,
Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Chiefs lead by 15 now.
35. Chargers 20. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll bring this out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Cap, ready.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Throw is there for Rondé Ganson. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10.
Play action now for Herbert. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
Brought down back at the
And for somebody who's been picked
45-yard
off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Now Herbert again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for Trey
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 4th and forever coming up.
Ready. Set.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's a stop. The offense stayed out there on 4th, but now they're headed off after they turn it over on downs.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs. Tremendous play by the defense. I mean, just spectacular to corral him behind the line. It can be tough to track these guys down today when they decide to scramble so many good runners, but it was good pursuit to stay on him the entire way.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going deep this time. He's got it inside the 10. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
The Chiefs make it a 3-possession game. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs grow the lead now to 22 points.
Chargers 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he fields this one, but is not going to return it from the end zone. So the ball going to be placed down at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
59. Crowd right.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Also the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third.
Herbert now to throw on third. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's fourth down.
Fourth down.
Go.
Offense up to the line fast.
Hey, Ray. Ready.
Herbert throwing on fourth down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the third. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
49. Chargers 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This will end up as a touchback.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Set.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, Herbert trying again. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he's knocked away from the intended targets. That brings up 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
Ready.
They're going for it. It's Herbert. And they got home. Set him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
The give here on 2nd. Oh, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line. 1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Chargers will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's the Chargers who have it to start the 4th quarter, but this game seems pretty far out of reach for them. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set.
This drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
They'll run now on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Brought down at the
A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Set. Ready. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Right at the line of
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Back-to-back carries here. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs keep running away with this.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st and 10, Herbert. He has it at the 5. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Catch made. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll send him up the middle. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Chargers making the scoreboard look a touch better.
Just knowing the competitor that this fella is, he kind of knew once he caught that second touchdown, he was going to try all he could and get the equalizer on the ground. 2 through the air, 2 on the ground. Just a monster kind of game.
Now Herbert and the Chargers going for 2.
The Chargers will line up.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Force that to his right. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Man, Brock, even when they score, things just aren't going their way. The 2-point try fails following that touchdown, And that really encapsulates how this contest has gone for them.
They're just not able to stay out of their own way sometimes. Get a little momentum, immediately give away a chunk of it. It does prove, though, from here on out, they're going to take whatever shot they got.
And the Chiefs cover off the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Sending him on the dive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Another carry for him. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
Fight on these two. Fight on these.
Back to the well again. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll go. It's Mahomes. That's cut beyond the marker. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Chiefs close to extending their unbeaten streak to 6-0.
Yellow.
Now a give on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
He was taken down.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Rose caught. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record.
The kick is good.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead.
Chargers, 26. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10.
Hey, Ram, built us.
Herbert from the gun. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jarrett loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Back to the air, Herbert. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
And 10 yards to
Well,
go.
at this point, Brock, the surprise isn't that he nearly threw another interception, right? It's that these guys actually let him off the hook defensively this time by dropping it.
Kate, they let him off the hook. Let him off the hook. And the stat sheet might forget that near interception, but the coaches won't. That's called a turnover-worthy play. Way too many of them. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
They pitch it to him. Oh, put him in the spin cycle. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
He was brought down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Has him on the quick hitter. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. That one connects. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
So score this a win.